Hello, I'm SIfu Lawrence Hill. Welcome to another segment of Systems Within Systems. I'm going to address a person that contacted me about how to defend against haymakers. He's one of my subscribers, and I thought I would just touch on that a little bit on how you would actually use the technique and what you would be using to defend against it.
Hi, I'm Ben Brown. SIfu Hill asked me to talk about the different variations of the haymaker. So I define it rather loosely, somewhere between a kind of loose hook, an overhand right, and something in the Kung Fu we call like a loop punch. So if you're maintaining your stance, the kind of loose hook will come out this way and it just kind of sweeps through. You got the loop punch, which is much more direct. So you're stepping through, when it comes here, it can come from the hip and it comes out very direct. And then you got that overhand right, which is I believe popular in the MMA, and that's where you step out and it kind of chops down, so it'll have that swinging motion. Some people will put even more power behind it by actually stepping through with it, so they may step in and then throw it. Same thing with the loop punch, and same thing with the overhand right, and that just changes the range. So they can cover a lot more ground by stepping in and chopping down. So I'm going to call Vikram out here, and we're going to talk about how to defend against it. Okay, so we got Vikram out here. He's going to throw some of the variations of the haymaker at me. And I'm going to start with something that came up in the other video. So I'm not going to be attacking at the same time. I'm going to be waiting for the attack to come through. So if I don't see it coming and he throws that first variation of the haymaker, and I have, my guard will come up. So you kind of have to train yourself a little bit to instinctively step in when you see this sort of punching. But from here, I have a lot of different strikes I can take advantage of. I can hit him low. I can come up, hit him high. I can take this hand here, strike it, open palm, chops. So I have a lot of different techniques I can work off from here. If I want to be very direct, I've got this one. I can just come in, boom, headbutt. So you have a lot of different movements here. So it's the same thing. So right now I'm just covering up against the haymaker. So if he throws the hook variation, so it comes in here, I still got all my stuff, and you still got a lot of movement. So now he's going to throw the loop variation of the haymaker. It's coming through this way. So that one actually glanced off my head, but it's still covered up and I can move with it. And that's okay. So from here, I can move into things like breaks, but I still have my chops. I still have my strikes. So I can come in low, I can come in high, I can move in aggressively. And don't forget, I can bring my legs into it. So that's going to be a different video, so don't worry about that now. But you still have a lot of techniques to work off of. And the important thing is I didn't let him keep the momentum. So he's got that third variation, that overhand right, where I just come up and it's coming down heavy, but I'm still covered and I'm coming from a solid position, so it's not taking me off. And from here, he's given me everything to hit. I have all of these different things. I can come in here, I can hit him with everything I want. So leopard paws to the throat, chops to the face. I can still do that headbutt, low hit, high hit, and I can just work on my combos. So if you don't see the haymaker coming, you still have the time and the wherewithal to hopefully get your guard up and protect your head. As long as you maintain your posture, you should be fine. So let's say I have a little insight and I see this stuff coming. I can work off it and I can attack. So instead of letting it come through, I can stop the punch on its way and I can still attack him after it's coming out. So if he throws the loop variation, this one's a little bit trickier. So this one actually loops, because I know it's coming through, it has a different angle. So it's a little harder to work off of. But worst case scenario, if you cover up, you can still let it glance off of you like it did in the first one. So that one's a little bit trickier. Boom, 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 still have all these hits. So he's gonna do the last one, the overhand right. You can stop this one the same way you stopped the first one. You can check it at the shoulder and you can check it at the arm. So whether you do an open hand, or if he throws it again, I can actually attack him. Boom. I can actually hit here. I can actually hit here. These can be strikes of their own, and then right from here, boom, 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 I can hit and throw these techniques as my follow-up. What I want to do is make sure I'm covering that hand and making sure he's not going to grab me with that hand. So SIfu wants to give a little bit more insight into haymaker defense, so he's going to come out and show you that.
Okay, everyone, I'm just going to go into some quick defenses against some haymakers. And of course, some of the important things about defending against a haymaker is how you follow up. In the future video, we're going to talk about getting hit and how to work off those hits, and also what type of execution of technique that you would use as far as hitting somebody. So, Instructor Ben Brown's going to sit here, and we'll just go through some basic stuff. If he throws a haymaker at me, the first thing is I step in and come in with the stop. It's either this way or this way. All right, this is a very typical thing, okay? Another one, if he throws a haymaker, I step back and punch, right? It's real simple. He throws it again, I step back and punch, all right? Very simple, step back. If you see it coming, step back and then follow right in. If he throws it and I see the way in, this is the way in, right? Just coming in and just coming through my punch. I could even come through on the punch, however I want to do it, depending on what your range of abilities are. Another one's real simple. You see the haymaker coming, kick, okay? Okay, so you could do a classic kick, boom, or if you're not a very good kicker, just take your leg and put it out there, right? And then come in for the hits, right? Okay? Another one comes in, Ben discovered that earlier, would come in this way, I come in and hit on the nose. Okay, so if he comes in with his haymaker, I step in, hit on the nose, hit here with your head, then come in and work. That sometimes works. It's always good if you hit the soft part of the face, right? And the one that I like, which is a little bit more advanced, is keeping your hands up. So you get used to that even if you're shocked. He comes in with a haymaker, I'm here. I have all my technique, all my armament here. If he comes in on the other side with a haymaker, I'm here, and I just come in. So having my hands this way here and moving in with the hits really kind of like diffuse that. He comes in, I'm here, bam, 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 bam. And you could take in all that action. You could bring your legs into action as well. Thank you for watching another segment of Systems Within Systems. If you liked it, please give the thumbs up and subscribe.
If you want to see more, you can check out the website, go to the Facebook page, or listen to our podcast. You can find all the links in the description below.
Feel free to leave any questions in the comment section below. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks for watching.